Hey, what's up, Cancer? Welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing your March 2025 Tarot and Oracle reading, asking what's coming towards you, what you need to know about. And we're going to start with Oracle. This is the Divine Feather Messenger deck. We're going to lay the foundation for your message with Oracle, and then we'll move on to Tarot. If you'd like for me to pray for you, and I encourage everybody to jump in, so you'll get a lot of prayers, then go ahead and say hi in the comments section, even an emoji, something you feel comfortable with sharing. And that gives us something that we can focus on that represents your energy. That's kind of how we do it here. So I'll take a moment to ask and thank you for hitting the like button. Really helps the channel grow. I appreciate it. So we start with this message. Hold the highest vision for your life, Cancer. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. Well, that's nice to hear. We're going to get a mudra card here. So these cards come with a hand gesture. A lot of you guys are already familiar with this because I've been using them for a while on this channel. I like that you have a physical affirmation to carry the message if you choose to. See what message comes out for you. These hand gestures, aka mudras, also correlate with parts of the body. So if you're healing from any injury or you're just focused on your body and your health these days, that's helpful as well. You got two messages. So we have tolerance, be generous. And it's simply putting your thumb and your pinky together, putting your two fingers out, and allowing your ring finger just to drift there like that. Without expectations, I am free. This liquid mudra helps in cases of edema, accumulation of fluids in the body, and a burning sensation in the eyes. Kidney and bladder complaints can be eased as well. In acute cases, maintain this mudra as long as needed. In chronic cases, practice it 4 times daily for about 10 minutes. In my experience, when we are faint-hearted, downcast, or make exaggerated demands on ourselves or others, the result always brings suffering, trouble, and strife. It's time to put an end to that. Imagine that you are near a majestic waterfall, which produces a wonderful rainbow. You freely relinquish all despondency, all expectations, and all the superfluous fluid in your body to the waterfall. The colorful rainbow expresses all of your newfound generosity, sense of lightness, and freedom. So we have a visual, we have a physical affirmation, we've got a verbal affirmation, an intention with your body. I love these cards. Next, we have one more, and then we're going to get into tarot. We have priorities, and you simply put your knuckles together like this. So this is priorities, set them. Nothing is too small to be of no importance. This mudra releases stress, it gives you inner strength, and it steadies the nerves. Time is our most valuable asset. If we consciously set priorities, this helps to avoid time pressure and or gives the day a certain structure. You are sitting in a grotto. This is something you're supposed to imagine. You are sitting in a grotto in front of a pond. At regular intervals, a drop of water falls from a stone into the water. Observe how the circle of wavelets spreads outwards further and further. In the same way, a single apparently insignificant priority, which you have deliberately set yourself, can have far-reaching consequences and become the start of something momentous. That's kind of got Empress energy attached to it. So we'll see if your Empress comes out. Kind of what you least expect can grow really large. All right, Cancer, what's coming towards Cancer in March 2025? This is a living, breathing conversation with tarot, so we only take the cards that fly out on their own. For my Cancers, one more. March 2025 for my Cancers. Awesome. They fly out in reverse, we respect them how they lie. They fly out upright, of course, we read them that way as well. So we start with the wheel. The wheel, of course, talks about you are exactly where you're supposed to be at the perfect time. There's a karmic underlying meaning to this. It can talk about things coming back. It can talk about going into a really advantageous cycle. So we'll unpack that soon, but that's a great card to start with. And it's a major arcana, which is one of the big 22 messengers of the deck of 78. There's 22 of them. We have Ace of Wands, which is awesome. That's passion. That's something just landing in your lap. Could be an opportunity, could be a love. We'll see where it goes. But it strikes passion. Page of Pentacles. And these two came out together. I'm going to tell you right away that this is a message connected to the heart, possibly relationships, possibly a love relationship. One more for my Cancers. There you are. We got Queen of Cups right here. So let's walk through these. We have our Wheel of Fortune that I explained earlier. We've got this passionate Ace of Wands. All the aces are these beautiful cards that like symbolize those moments in life where something just lands in your lap. It's like a gift, right? And this one in particular is going to strike a lot of energy into a situation. It could be an opportunity that you don't want to let fly by you. You have to take advantage of the Ace of Wands. So whether it's a passionate love affair or it's a project, an opportunity to jump on a project of some sort, if you don't grab onto that moment, it will leave. The Page of Pentacles has kind of a new energy, a youthful energy, and it could be that you are learning something new, learning about somebody or something new. There's quite a few meanings this can take on unless we unpack it. So we need to get a little more definition. I don't want to go too far into that without unpacking it further, but we do have two cards that I want to pay attention to, and these are really special. They're really positive. They're both cups. So cups represent your heart and your emotions. We have Two of Cups and we've got the Six of Cups. The Two of Cups talks about a partnership, not just any partnership, but this is the soulmate card. It's also, if it was a business reading for any reason, this would be like an amazing balanced business partnership. But in this case, there seems to be either memories or family attached. The nostalgic card of the Six of Cups is playful and fun. So let's unpack these. Wheel for my Cancers. Awesome. Wheel for my Cancers. You got the Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords coming out upside down of all things. Healing. Okay, so this is a big message that we're getting hit with right away. These cards aside, it starts with the wheel turns. You are on the up and up. If you've been in pain, if you've been in heartache, if you've been focusing on your healing, that is, you're making strides with the Six of Swords. This is leaving rough waters, the turmoil of past pain, and going into these smooth, calm, peaceful waters. Finally, it's like the pain's going to ease up on you. And the reason I say that is because we got the Three of Swords upside down and we've got the Ace of Swords upside down. So it's, one sec, what's this Ace of Swords upside down for my Cancers? Yeah. You're getting victory. Wow, this is a real turnaround. That's beautiful for you. Ace of Wands for my Cancers. Celebrations. You might be getting invited out. You might even be getting invited. You don't maybe even see this coming. What's the Moon? You're going to be really pleasantly surprised by this. The Ace of, I think that you're going to, I would be surprised if you get an invite to collaborate or to join something with friends, to go on a trip, or to even go out for a couple of drinks after work or something. But this could be a group of people that that surprises you, or this invitation surprises you. There's an element of being happily happily satisfied and kind of delighted with a discovery here among friends. A discovery, maybe it's a friend comes forward. There's like a celebration almost. You're putting down kind of some old baggage. I wouldn't be surprised, Cancer, if you're almost, this is a private celebration, right? Like you might be getting, or it doesn't have to be a private celebration, but I think that you're going to feel like it wouldn't quite be appropriate to share all the things that you're personally celebrating over. And you're celebrating a mark in time where you have now crossed over into a healing place. And there's no better way than to express that freedom and express that healing by going out and having some great times. So while you may not explain this to people that you're with, or the people that you're hanging out at any kind of celebration, or that you've been invited by, maybe it would be too big of a share, it'd be like TMI. but it's like just right on time. I think that you get this opportunity to be with others, and I think you're privately celebrating inside. Let's get another. My nose is itching, and whenever I apologize for always itching my nose, but that's kind of how sometimes meanings will manifest, as like when I need to pay attention to something about the tarot readings, it'll start itching right at that card or something. So anyway, Page of Pentacles. Let's see how it flew. Ace of Cups. If you are considering making yourself available at this time, definitely take up any, you're getting a lot of aces. You got Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Definitely take up anyone on their offer to go out to meet people. There's a big, wow, what is this? This is a big calling. Wow, there's our healing. So there's a big, Page of Pentacles. I think you've spent a lot of time on somebody very young. If they're not young, then they're very immature. And it's coming to an end. At least in the context that you've had it in, it's coming to an end. From this place, I wouldn't be surprised if you feel kind of inspired or creative. You feel maybe a clarity of what you do want versus what you don't want, because you don't want what you've experienced. You have Ace of Pentacles, something really special coming towards you. It's a big leveling up. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Rods. Oh my gosh. But yet it's like on the heels of a really harsh ending. So you've experienced a really harsh ending, but then we've got this real intense offer. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Now, for some of you guys, this could be somebody coming back. After a conflict, after a fight. But if they're coming back, it's like this is going to look very different. For some of you guys, it's new. A lot of you guys have just been dealing with somebody really immature, and it compromised things. Maybe there's a third party involved, but like it really forced you out. It forced you, there was an event here that forced you to leave something. And I do think you do have the threes, a lot of the threes coming out. And so it could have something to do with a third party. And that's why they're showing up as Page of Pentacles, because Page of Pentacles is somebody who's could be really just needing to learn a lot more, like they are less evolved, and they're learning possibly the hard way here. I think if you had any suspicions, or if you had you were kind of stuck in your thoughts at any one point, you're finally getting clarity and realizing, okay, it wasn't me. This is all true. And you feel the feels, you get through it, and you move on. What's the Queen of Cups? This Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups got clarified by Queen of Cups, Two of Swords, and Temperance. This is really a choice to move on, to evolve. Use this to evolve from. And you're going to be very much in your heart space. You're going to be very much in your feels, in your intuition. Very Cancerian right now. You're going to be very much looking at things as sympathetically as you can. But like, there is some serious immaturity here. I will say this person needs, like, it'd be great if they went into therapy. It'd be great if they worked on themselves, and they are willing. That's, I think, why they're coming out as the Page of Pentacles, because there's a willingness to learn. And so there's healing here Hasn't been easy, but there's some real value offered up. There's some passion too. There's a lot of passion coming through in your reading. And I think about this hold the highest vision of your life. You will now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. That's the Eight of Swords upside down. So this is breaking free of constricted thoughts, you know, allowing yourself to feel some sort of disappointment with this third party situation. Now, if it wasn't an affair, a love affair, there was obviously an energy here that was getting in the way. I think you will look back and be very pleased with how you dealt with this. You are closing a chapter for sure, and that's almost said in every tarot reading, right? So I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but specifically, let me get a little more detailed for that statement. Yeah, you are closing a chapter. The Fool card comes out. It's like it's a brand new start. Brand new start. Nuts. Where are we going with this for my Cancers? Where are we going with this? Brand new start. Where is this Fool leading us? My Cancers. We got the Six of Swords over and over again. There's some real healing here. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. There you are for the third time, and we've got the Page of Pentacles for the third time. So, where this is going is progress. That flipped in the middle in the mid-air. This is collaboration. It's you can't do all this work. They have to do the work, and they realize that. And they might be a little slow in the beginning. The Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, but they're making progress. Slow progress. But that's because they're still learning. So in whatever, if you rely just on yourself, you get the Eight of Pentacles upside down. That is a work card, perfectionism card. When it's flipped upside down, there's an imbalance there. This is all about the next Pentacles. This is all about collaboration, working with one another. This is all Pentacles, right? So while you're coming up as the Queen of Cups over and over again, you're connecting with that heart space in order to almost apply it in a patient disciplinarian role. There's a sense of discipline here. But you are making the tough choice on how you want to develop from here. The Temperance card talks about transformation, not just any transformation, but balance is so key in order to have a true transformation. And so what would add balance to this scenario? It's a good question to ask yourself. Do you feel that you might be too much in your heart space, too sympathetic, too compassionate, too emotional? You know, is there something you can do to balance that? If so, is there are you getting enough sleep? Are you drinking too much? Are you drinking too little? You know what I mean? So there's an actual real life balance applied to this transformation. But in order to make this decision, Two of Swords. Yeah, you're coming out of this Five of Pentacles. So one side of this, one sword, there's two swords here. She's blindfolded. And she's blindfolded to suggest that the decision itself is difficult, usually because there's fear involved. Okay? So one of those swords represents Five of Pentacles upright. This is feeling isolated, maybe lonely, ostracized. This is creating a belief around this experience about the world that could actually hurt you in the long run, possibly, right? So be careful. Sometimes we create affirmations ourselves or beliefs from our experiences, and we apply it to everything else. We superimpose it onto everything else for the rest of our lives, right? And that can keep you really stuck. Or you have the other sword, and this came out, flying out upside down. This means coming out of that place of isolation, coming out of that place of scarcity, aloneness, possibly. So that's what this transformation is about. It's really a choice, but balance is really key. And so a great question to ask yourself is, again, what could I do to apply balance? Because you can't do all this work yourself, and you know it, Cancer. And they have got a ways to go, you know. They've got some developing. Either they're really young or they're just really immature. And it doesn't mean that they have to be immature in every facet of their life, but they are in this place. but it looks like they want to heal, and it looks like they have a lot of passion coming towards you. So with that, I bid you adieu. I hope that was helpful. I'm sending you off with love and light. Please consider subscribing if you did find this to be helpful. Bye-bye.